After the ball is over, after the skein is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 585. Today is Tuesday, January 9th, 2024, as we are recording. It is episode 585, despite the fact that the last episode is 583, because she forgot to number the Christmas episode.
No, I purposely didn't number the Christmas episode, because we had no projects.
Oh, well, it's still an episode, and you messed up my whole system.
Oh, you see, I purposely didn't number it.
Well, I made this 585, and I replaced it on the threads. So, not on the Christmas.
It was absolutely on purpose.
Well, I unpurposed. We've just made it right. Okay, 585. We had 585 episodes, not 584 episodes.
I've done that occasionally, Christmas episodes, where it's just like, where it's kind of like different, where it's not really
But it's still an episode. I mean, it was longer. It was longer than 10 minutes. It was still an episode. So anyway, you might see a little bit of a discrepancy. It's okay. Whatever it is. This is 585, whether or not we skipped over one. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Fun in the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad that you found us. We hope you see something that you like. If you are returning, we are always happy to see you back. And if you are new or returning and you're in the shadows and you'd like to become more involved or official, there's a little subscribe button on your right. It's a little red button. Just tap that and tap the little bell so you can get notifications, and you can determine what type of notifications you get. The little drop down menu will ask you a couple of questions, what kind of frequency you want, and you just say what you want.
Yeah.
If you want to take part in the alongs and you haven't been able to do so, you can go to our home group, which is phnpodcast.freeforums.net. And that's in the little description box below the video. Did we say who we were?
I don't know.
I'm Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
Ty, also known as Franciscan Gypsy. We've got rain. Much rain.
Lots of rain. We are not completely ourselves.
Yes.
We are our rainy selves, our watercolor selves. All right, let me just get a drink here.
So also, if you feel like it's dark in here, that is
part of it.
Part of it as well.
How many projects do you have?
I think I have 3.
I have 4, I think, and I've got just that one picture to show. I don't have.
I have a journal entry.
Yeah. Okay, so in my Adagio, Owl, and Other Forest Creatures double-walled mug is a tea called. It's called.
Yeah, you have it. It's some sort of Christmas one.
Christmas Snowman. This is by one of our friends. One of his blends.
And someone was really sweet. They saw that our birthdays were close together, and then this was on both of our Adagio wish lists. So this person gave it to us as a joint present.
Yeah, so instead of using what's called accolades to just put it in our cart, and when we buy something it'll come to us free, she actually had it sent to us the bigger size because it was on both of our lists.
Yeah.
So I thought
it was actually a really good idea.
And so you've just seen that one stash hands, but you'll see it again at the end, but that's okay.
That's really good. I like the vanilla with the 2 mints.
I'm not sure there is any vanilla in here.
Yeah, it is. It's vanilla, spearmint, and
honeybush vanilla, peppermint, and spearmint. Yeah. Which is a wonderful combination. Oh, and candy canes and candy canes and candy canes. Thank you very much.
Oh, there's that too?
All the inclusions are candy canes. Candy canes, not squared, trebled? 3s. Tripled?
I guess.
Oh. It sounds like there should be some kind of special word for tripling something like there is for squaring. But
I feel like there might have been, but I can't remember that far. It's not actually a skill I ever had to use, so
yeah, this is really good. This is really good. I almost wish we'd had it during the holidays. Not that it's going to stop me from drinking it.
No.
Okay, so that one's going to go on my wish list.
Yeah, I kind of see the same, simply because with the mass stuff, sometimes I get sore throats.
Well, I tend to like the peppermints and the spearmints if I'm not feeling well, or if I want something that's no caffeine. Because
I don't usually want no caffeine. I always want caffeine.
Well, I do too, but if I have it too close to bedtime, I won't be able to sleep.
Yeah.
So, and that's a relatively new thing. It never used to bother me before.
Yeah.
But I have fresh, which is peppermint and spearmint. And I have a blend that I made, which is peppermint and spearmint and something else. And then there's this, which is peppermint, spearmint, vanilla. So that there's a little trend there. I have my own little triage of what I like with the mints.
Yeah.
And there's some other ones that I also drink, but these are the good ones here.
I can finish this row, but I can't go any further because I left my pattern in the other room.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you who the winners are for the along. So we did our teas. You did yours? Yeah.
Well, it's the same one as
But
you.
you didn't show your cup.
All I want to do, I'd rather be knitting, which
Yeah.
I'm doing at the second.
Okay. So the alongs that we finished last week that I didn't pull prizes for because holidays and tired and that.
Yes.
I pulled the prizes, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and say who the winners are, and then I'll show it to you after I tell you who the prizes are for everybody, because I don't want to go back and forth. I feel like a feather brain today, and I don't want to mess everything up. So the winners for the toy along, there's Jodidiah, and I know who you are. They won for the toy along. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And for the Out with the Old, Sensiday, I can never pronounce it. Sensiday, she won one of the prizes. And Jody won one, Jodidiah. And then for the movie night make along, Jody won something. Pat, Looney Hiker won something, and I know who you are. Okay, now I'm going to show you what the prizes are now. Okay. This one is for Pat. So Pat, this is an opal cake, Pat. And it's reds and orange. It's very autumnal. Reds, oranges, green, gold. So that's what you won, and you won it for the PHN Movie Night Make-Along. So Pat, I need your name and address and what you won. Yes, I know I probably have your address somewhere, but that's not guaranteed. And besides, I want to know that you're watching. So I'm funny that way. So
yes, because Pat never watches.
Pat never watches. She's such a pain in the neck. We love you, Pat. Okay, let's see here. Close this up so I don't have air in it. Okay. We don't allow multiple winners in the same along, but we do allow multiple winners in the same season.
Yeah, because I mean they put it in. You know,
so everybody has the same amount of chance to win prizes. That's one. Let's do this one because this is Jody's. All right, Jodidiah. Okay. For the, let's see here. Okay, you have a Fiber Fates DK, Jody, which is this one right here. It's a really pretty kind of copper color. I know you like those kind of colors. I think you might like this one. It's a little lighter than my Pennies from Heaven, Jody. And then you have, for the Out with the Old, you have this Pattern Keeper, which actually kind of matches it. I just now noticed that. And the other thing that you want, and that's for the make a lot, the PHN Movie Night. And let's see here. Where's the other one? Here it is. This one is for the Out with the Old, Jody, and this is 2 skeins of natural colored worsted weight yarn. Encore. Okay?
very cool.
So you won for each of the alongs, Jodidiah. So you've got Plymouth Encore Yarn, Fiber Fates DK, and a Pattern Keeper. So I need your name, your address, and where you want this sent, and I'll get it out to you. Okay. The next one is I know who you are. Okay, for the toy along, you won this really cute, they're knit picks, little
Kind of pink?
pink salmony pink yarn. It's fingering sock. I think the idea is if you use both of them, you can make socks. I think. And the other one is let's see. I'm sorry about this. I just have to make sure I'm getting the right things here. Okay, so I know who you are, pink, and like I said, I can read the card here. Crazy Zalba Ball. So the Crazy Zalba Ball. Ouch! It hurts my thumb to do this because I cut. Isn't that pretty?
It's pretty.
Okay, so I know who you are. You've got Knit Picks, the pink, and the Crazy Zalba Ball. Okay, so just drop me a private message with your name, your address, and what you want, and I will get that out to you. I'm just trying to keep everything together. I will put them together a little better when I send them out.
Right.
Okay, and the last one is let's see. We did Cincinnati. This one is for. No, this is for Cincinnati. This is the PHN Chameleon Bag. She won the overall prize, I believe, for the overall year for the movie along. So this is Cincinnati. Just let me know what you won, and we will send it out to you. Thank you for everyone who participated. Everything was great. I got a little more active toward the end. I was doing a lot of smiles and thumbs ups and things like that. So thank you so much for taking part in the alongs. You guys make it amazing to be part of the group, and it was fun to see all the stuff kind of take shape. Now, so all the winners, please contact me with your name, address, and what you want. Taya, if you're gonna fall asleep, we should do this later. Okay. 'Cause I'm not in the space to be able to do it by myself. Okay, the next alongs are. We should be about a week or 10 days into the Anything Goes make along, and this is exactly what it says. Anything goes in terms of projects that fits the parameters of knit, crochet, loom knit, weaving, paper crafts. Anything goes, okay? And it runs all year. And yeah, everything, you know. If you have questions about what can be allowed, just let us know. The featured yarns and featured patterns are the same as always. Okay, Tad, I'm serious. I'm not going to do this.
I'm not doing it on purpose.
I know. That's why I'm saying we should try and do it later.
You need to just get it done. We're all set up. We'd have to go through. I guess I don't want to do the prizes all over again.
Yeah. Okay. So, and for those of you watching, I'm not being mean to her. I just am not in the space to carry a podcast by myself. I'm tired of myself. So we need to be able to play off each other. Okay. All right,
well, this is a section that's hard anyway, because it's just you going through the.
Well, then work on your project.
Well, I've been working on my project.
This runs to the end of the year. I tell you what it includes, and we have the same multiple prize parameters that we always have, and the same featured yarns and featured patterns. Okay, everything is in the group. The hashtag is #PHN Anything Goes on Instagram. There will be prizes, as there always are, quarterly for this one. The PHN Race It Go Make Along is a lot of fun. It's already going. You can frog for the first month, which is January, and that counts as a prize. And if you put the project and then the frogging in the same thread, you get a chance at a prize for that. And then if you make something with that yarn that you reclaimed, you put the yarn that you reclaimed and the start, and you get another chance at the prize. Okay, and this is only for things that started January 1st of this year or later. Okay, there's no whips unless they started January 1st. The same featured yarns and patterns apply, the same type of projects, knit, crochet, etc. And it's in the group. And it's #PHN Race It Go 2024 on Instagram. Taya?
I'm awake.
I'm not going to do this.
I'm awake. I just don't need to say anything in a second.
Okay. All right, that's it.
Okay. You have one project and I have one project.
All right, let me see here. Okay. I'm not really sure how much I did on this one. I think I only worked a little bit on it during the podcast. It's in my Knitter's Magic, our local yarn store's bag. She carries them. She doesn't make them. And this is the Welcome Little One from the On the Porch knitting pattern by 5410. Okay, and this. Let me see where I'm at with this. I don't know. Here it is. Let me see. I'm still on the same place. I know I didn't go too far. Yeah, I'm a knit row of this, so I'm just going to show this to you in a second. Make sure I'm on the right thing. Yeah. Okay. So this hasn't moved but about 4 or 5 stitches, because that's the only time I did it was when we were podcasting. So you can see this is a nice pattern.
It is.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's showing up well. White always shows up well.
Well, this is actually a cream.
I mean, you know.
But yeah. This is my my bare necessities.
Pale colors tend to show up well versus if you do like a deep forest green or a deep navy or something.
Mm-hmm. So that's all I have to say about this. I mean, I'm almost done with this row. If I just sat down and did this, I could be done with the blanket pretty quickly. But I don't just sit down and do it, because by the time I sit down with my husband, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, getting in time has been a little bit challenging. I'm hoping, because I plan on watching / listening to the Historathon videos pretty soon after they come out. So if I see one come out, maybe try to get some knitting time at that point. Or I'm trying to listen to Rubicon, which is a book on ancient Rome, and then there's the second part. The author's name is Tom Holland.
Yeah, because Spider-Man totally knows about that.
But guy's got a good writing style, and if I can possibly get some knitting done then. I do still feel like I don't absorb as well with audiobooks.
Yeah, I don't either, unless it's something that the person's a really good storyteller. But it's just when you're listening to it, I have to read it.
Well, also my attention wanders more.
Well, it's like I said, we talked about Hugh Fraser multiple times. If I'm tired, that man will put me to sleep. Even if I'm tired, I'm insomniac. If I'm tired, I put him on, I'll go to sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I have had points where I've been tired with a book, and I've had to put it away because it feels like it's taking for. I had to do that with the Spartacus book I was reading, where it began to feel. I think he was repetitive, but I think it felt even more so because I kept falling asleep.
Right.
Not the book's fault. The fatigue was my own issue. It wasn't Spartacus putting me to sleep.
It's your turn.
But anyway, so I barely worked on these projects, but I'm not even sure if I worked on this one. I wanted to.
Which one is that?
Your sock. I pulled it over to work on, but I don't think I actually worked on it. I don't know. I'm going to wave it as if I did work on it, but I really don't know that I did.
We have to do that sometimes. You might not see anything.
So this is Mom's sock that I may or may not have worked on.
Pretty pretty.
It's without packages?
It came without packages.
It came without packages, which is a Yarn Mom died.
It's a Grinch reference.
I beg your pardon?
It's a Grinch reference.
Yes. And yeah, it's a heavier yarn. It's the yarn that the yarn base of the pattern requires, and yeah, it's working out well. This is the Dance All Night socks. So yes, honestly, I should be making further progress than I have been. When I think it's maybe the colder weather, when I want to knit something, I want to knit a blanket, and that's like all I want to knit right now. I have all these socks on the needles that I need to get off the needles, but all I want to do is knit blankets right now. That's it. I'm hoping maybe I can translate that into like finishing some of the sweaters I have on the needles.
That would be nice.
But right now it's just like blanket. That's it. Don't have to knit anything else.
Well, we did our obligation crafting just before Christmas.
Yeah.
September on.
Yeah.
So, okay, in my and this should be people who know me, who have been with us even less, maybe 6 months, know that I usually pop the Cerebels and the scrap shawls out pretty quickly. I've had this one on the hook forever.
Right.
This is in my PHN 10-year Podiversary bag. And this was a silver shed bag.
Well, we also had to pull back on that one a little bit because that one takes a little bit of effort.
Yeah, because of the yarn.
We were able to do it while not compromising any yarn.
Yes, we that was a blessing. So this is the blanket. It's coming along. I'm almost done with this, really. It depends if I want to go this way or if I want to just leave it like this. I don't know. I might have Ty look at it later. You know, if it's going to be this way.
It could be either way because it's not stripes, it's pooling.
Well, I'm talking about for the baby. I'll be able to lay under it. So I might end up doing a couple rows. This could be done. This should have been done ages ago. I have.
Well, I don't think it's something usually working from the TV because if you make a mistake on it, it's an issue. So I mean, it makes sense why you're not farther.
This, if I might see how far I can get with this skein, and then see if I want to do another skein or not. If I do, that might be the last skein, regardless.
Right.
And then I'll put the remaining 2 or 3 skeins into the prize.
That works. That works. Because it's a beautiful yarn.
It's beautiful yarn. It's just difficult for me to tink back on. Somebody else might not have that problem. But you can see it's very pretty. It's very soft. And right now, because my hands are so dry, it's catching on me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's very easy to work on the hands. Like if your hands hurt or if they're dry or whatever, this is kind of nice because it just kind of, I don't know, it's almost like working with a very soft, like a satin or something.
Right.
It's nice.
So, I know I worked on this one a little bit, mostly during liturgy. So, the other bag was my Plover Bird Birds on a Wire. This one's my Plover Bird Piggies bag. This is an early bag. I mean, all my Plover ones are early, but...
Oh, yeah. Just like our knitting my bags are early.
I don't know if I have any knitting my bags once they left anymore. Or if I do, they're holding other things.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten rid of them. You probably just...
Yeah, they're probably just holding different things. So, this is my Bomber's Hooded Cow. The pattern is the Thorns Hooded Cow pattern. It's a free pattern. And this is the colorway Squash Blossom. It's a Miss Babs colorway. I'm using Yowza. And yeah, anyone who's watched the podcast any period of time knows that this is my favorite of the Miss Babs colors. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous yellow.
I really like this.
It is good. It is good. But yeah, that's really all I had to say. I'm a few rows away from a little more than a few. I'd say several, whatever's more than a few.
I have to pick mine back up because I'm stuck at. I just started the hood.
Yeah, I'm getting close to having to think about the hood.
Take this and close it off. I'm not wanting to do any crafting because...
Well, your hands are bothering you.
My hands with the psoriatic arthritis sometimes will crack. And so pushing on it hurts. Right. So, I mean, not like ginormous amounts of pain. Or anything.
But it's enough where you don't want to do it.
Like a paper cut hurt, you know? Yeah. It's just... I'm being a baby about it. Okay, let me see.
If it hurts, it hurts.
Yep. Okay, let me see. The next one here is in my... Okay, in this is another Knitter's Magic bag. Well, I got it there at our local yarn store. This is called the Tablecloth Bag. I think it's so pretty. And this is my Cherry Bombshell project from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Sattel, and this is for Talia.
Yes.
And I did change colors on this. You can't really see it too much.
Well, yeah, because it's similar.
Well, yeah, and I haven't gotten very far. Where is it?
Yeah. Right here.
Right here. So
you've done about a row. You're working on the first row.
These are both my yarns, so it's very hard to see.
This one's a little bit redder.
Let me just go a couple more stitches here so you can see it against the brown.
Yeah.
Because against the red, it's a little harder to see.
It is a little bit redder than the original, which is an orange.
We just do. And this is probably my favorite shawl pattern to work, and anybody who watches this for any length of time will not be surprised to hear that.
Exactly.
Let me just see if I can get a few more stitches so you can see this against the brown. This is Ty is losing it here, so this may not be a very long podcast because I don't feel like continually watching to see if she's awake.
I'm okay.
Okay, so let's see here.
So
I think you can see it better. Let me just pin this.
it doesn't. I know it's partially hard because of the lighting.
Yeah, well, and I know the rain and all that. I'm not upset that you're doing
No,
it.
I was actually talking about the colors.
Oh, the
but,
colors. Yeah. Oh, not two. Here we go. Can you see this now against the brown?
Because I'm not sure how much. I feel like you can see it, but I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, because it's this first row. You can. This is the.
I feel like you can see the difference.
Against the brown, I'm sure you can.
Well, I mean, but I think that you can even see. You know, I think you can.
It's hard to see the difference again with the orange or the red that's in here. They aren't the same.
No, they're not. This one is a little bit pinker.
I think as I get more of it on here, it'll be, you know, I can't really tell on the screen here.
Well, yeah,
there you might be able to, but and so it'll be this one, and then I think it'll be this one after that, and then this one. So you can start getting into the deeper reds.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to pull some of these deeper reds in. But yeah, that's where I'm going with this. It's moving along, and this is one that if I sit down and do it, it will move very quickly. I just haven't had the time to sit down and do it. And this one I could probably do watching TV because it's one that I can just, if I make a mistake, I can just sit down and say, okay, I need to just pull that out and start again. And I don't mean the whole shawl, I just mean wherever I goofed up.
Well, thankfully, most of the yarns aren't going to necessarily be as rough as the first one. So most of the ones in there should be fairly gentle in your hands.
Right. And it's the base I got was a workhorse base. It was one of my first bases that I tried. I don't get that one anymore.
Right.
So it is a little, I don't think I do. It's just a little on the rough side.
Right.
This one, chocolate covered strawberries.
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say about that.
Well, I've got got through my row, and my last project to show is the Log Cabin Love Blanket. It's a 10 hours or less baby blanket pattern, but I've decided to make it more of like a lap blanket that I'll be using. It's going to be a big lap blanket because I decided I want more colors.
You have to watch, like we said, the wheels if you should use the wheelchair.
Right. I think because it's square, it does help versus the fact that, you know, a lot of blankets, when you decide to make them wider,
yeah,
they're so much longer. And if I needed to, I could fold it over part way.
Right.
But because I'm not using it on the wheelchair, I'm using it in my chair.
Right.
I mean, I have wheels on the chair, but it's not like.
Well, that's what I meant. If you had to take the wheelchair out, I mean, we haven't, knock on wood, for the time being.
Yeah. But I did go with the purple because that's what the majority of the votes were, and I decided to put the dark purple up against the light blue, and I'll save the not bright color lavender for against the darker blue.
Well, that'd be nice.
Because I held up the dark purple against the dark blue. I'm like, no, I don't want that.
Well, it's too close.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same. It's just got the same
tonality.
Yeah, something like that. Whereas this is a lot more of a contrast.
Depth, or whatever it is they call it.
So, yes, I'm working on the deeper purple. And yeah, so I'll be doing that for a while. First time introducing purple into this because we've had all these other different colors that kind of are. This center section really does look out of place against everything else. Because
it's the gooey caramel center of the thing.
Yeah, I have hair that keeps coming out of my mouth. It's like that one strand where you just feel like you're chasing an invisible strand, kind of like when you bat at the
I hate that.
spider web that no one can see.
Nobody can see. Or the bee.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this because, you know, there's not a whole lot to talk about. Thank you for you guys' votes. It was very helpful. And yeah, I think this will look great when it's done. So
I think so. All right.
So
Put this here. I need to get my design out and work on that when I have a little more brain power. Okay, so let me just see what my next one is. One thing about not having a zipper on here, at least it doesn't have to close.
Exactly. You could just go, okay, let's button it. There. You know it's bad though if you can't get the snap button.
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of yarn in here because pieces and parts. Okay. In my knitting's my bag, Winter Cardinals bag. So this is a very old bag. Okay, one of the ones that I still use for her, for knitting.
Yeah, the one I have is a tickety bag, and I can't remember what I'm using it for. I don't think I'm still using it for knitting.
This is my thank you scarf pattern. I think I said it was gratitude, but... And we'll see if this actually makes it to the person I'm intending to give it to. This is a DK weight, very soft. Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK, low pill fiber. And the color is, looks like an eggplant, but...
It does kind of look like an eggplant. Let me see.
Okay, see.
Oxblood.
Oh, that's right, oxblood. I remember now. So this, originally I was going to change my hook size, but I never did. Remember Talia talked about it?
Oh, vaguely. The last thing I remember us talking about this stuff is explaining about the color and how that works for Ox's blood.
Yeah. I think this is what I was using. 3.5. Let me see, this is 3.5.
3.25, I think. Let's see. Oh, 3.5.
Okay, so this is... I was going to stop using it because I thought that maybe it was hurting my hand, but I think I was just holding it too tight. And so this is... it seems... It seems like a lightweight DK. Almost a sport. But it's working for the project. I think the lady will like it. She doesn't necessarily...
No,
she doesn't necessarily wear the heavy ones.
Right.
So this is kind of nice. I don't see her as much as I used to. You can see that you can almost see through.
Yeah.
Sort of, you can see the light through it in the background there.
I'm just not very good at those decorative scarves. I don't tend to... I like how they look on people, but it's just not my style.
Well, yeah, you see in the movies where you see like Grace Kelly or something, and she wears, now it's not knitted or crocheted or anything, but she's got her evening gown or whatever she's wearing. You see like any of those old time actresses, and they have the scarf kind of on backwards, like they have it draped around and it's just hanging down the back. And I'm like,
oh, that's weird.
Well, what is the purpose of that? I don't understand what that is. And of course, they have sometimes the shoulder, it just hangs down the side, you know.
Right.
But I enjoy making this pattern, and this is meant to be a scarf, the Sorbel scarf. So that's what this is. You can't really see the pattern very well unless I hold it up like this, and you can kind of see.
Yeah, the thing is, it's dark, so.
It's dark. Yeah, it's even dark in here because we're not getting any light from the back windows.
Yeah, so the mixture of the dark project here in my mouth and the darker room. I don't think the hair in your mouth has anything to do with them seeing it. I will fix some of the coloring issues in post edits.
Can you do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, put that post production. I can. I always touch up at least the lighting.
Yeah. Well, the light is really dark in here.
Every time you've seen the video, I've at least touched up lighting, if not more.
Okay. Well, let me just put a pin in this, and we'll go on from there. Get it here. Okay, so that takes care of that. There. Okay.
So
okay.
No FOs.
No FOs except for journal stuff, and that's gonna have to be shown on a phone.
Yeah. So yours first.
Okay.
Do you have a decent picture on your phone?
Yeah, if I can find my phone. I had it just a minute ago. Oh, there it is.
You moved it. Did you plug it in?
It doesn't need to be plugged in.
Oh, okay. I thought
you meant was it plugged in?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that's why you had it over there.
My husband and Davina and I went to eat with friends of ours from church a few days ago, and I found out that she likes Winnie the Pooh, and her husband are called Pooh and Piglet, and there's a story behind that. So I made him a thank you note for the dinner. And I'll show you a couple pictures. Let's glare on here.
I can see it okay.
Okay. Let's give you a better idea. The top is the part of the inside where I wrote the note. And this shows you the card and the envelope, and this shows you the envelope with the inside. So, I don't know if you can see it. Wake up.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a better picture of the inside.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, when you angle it like that, it works.
Let's see if there's anything else that shows it a little bit better, but there's a...
And try down, not backwards, there we go. And then, hold on. Turn, no, not sideways, kind of like that way a little bit. I think that's the best you're going to be able to see.
It's hard to see. I'll try to remember to post it on Instagram. Or send it to Taya so she can...
Yeah, because if we just put it on...
There we go, that's good.
You know, Instagram.
Maybe put it on WhatsApp or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically it. I did not draw it. I used my ephemera. I have some Winnie the Pooh ephemera. And she really liked it, so I'm glad about that.
You did good. So I did have some book journaling.
Do you not bring it?
No, I said I did have some. I have some here. But that's a did past tense because it's not actively being worked on as a second. When I showed Dad, he flipped through. He was impressed at how far I've made it through. I might have to at some point this year look into getting the yellow one that I want because my spreads tend to at least be 2 pages. I'm going to work through this book. Now my book journals, I'm going to keep where I can access them because I reuse the cards when I reread the book. So rather than making a new spread for rereads, I can go back to the old ones. It'd just be a matter of remembering which year it was in.
You just have to make a, you have to type up a table of contents.
Yeah. So, I think that I had already shown the Christmas one. So,
and you showed that one too.
Oh, that's right. I showed the front page, but I mean, this is completely finished. Now we have the second yarn that I stamped on a different page, did some fussy cutting, and put it here. Because I have a little saying that ends up popping on the bottom, and it doesn't work for my journal, so I just cover it up. And the snake stamps on the other side.
This is the one I like.
What this?
The next page.
Oh, yes. I'm really happy about how this turned out. Okay, so this particular crochet snake, beaded crochet snake design is one that the author designed. It's called the Why is Everybody Always Picking on Me? It has sayings on there that are common negative sayings about snakes. So, if it were a snake, it would have bit you. Snake eyes. You dirty snake. Those kind of things.
Davina was upset because she didn't see snake in the grass.
Which it probably is in the longer version, but in the actual version, but there's only so much room on here.
Right.
I was very proud about the creativity bag because this is not something I would have thought ever seen in one of my journals. But I wanted an extra loop, so he got an extra loop.
It's just a long snake.
Yeah, exactly. Because initially I was just going to go around, and I just didn't feel like it fit. Besides, how was I supposed to see the bottom to have he needed to twist his tail a couple times? So yeah, happy with how that turned out. And I actually happened to follow the author on Instagram. I tagged her, so we'll see if she sees it.
Okay. Sorry about the clinking. What else?
That's it for me. I mean, because I'm still working on... I've done my preliminary sketches for my Thrawn trilogy for the journal, so I haven't actually started putting it together yet.
Right. I did, going to shop news, I did make a sale. Thank you to the person who watches who purchased my yarn, and I did get this person's private message over PHN, and I think that's a great idea. Just thank you very much for thinking of that, and I will get back to you as soon as I have a little time about the logistics of it. It sounds like fun, and so I'm going to hopefully start dyeing yarn again soon. I will I will be doing more variants and weights. So obviously there'll still be the sock weight, but there will also be heavier weights like DK and worsted and sport. I had kind of backed off of that because they weren't selling as well, but now I've got people who either have injuries or who actually work in those more, so you will be seeing more of the heavier weight yarns, particularly the DK, in my shop. You know, so fingering, I don't usually do lace weight, but I will do fingering sock, sport, DK, and worsted, with the predominantly probably being sock weight and DK, unless somebody asks for it. I will have some worsted up there because I know there are a couple of people who like to do that as well, but it won't be as prevalent as the other two. So yeah, keep your eyes open on the shop. I'm in the middle of doing inventory for taxes right now, so it's going to be a little while before I can get back on a roll for that. But I will try to do some dyeing of yarn. I've already done my shop inventory, but I do have to do my bare yarn and my dyes and things like that, my equipment and things like that, and then I can settle into doing, you know, the creative stuff, the dyeing and the knitting and the writing and all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate your patience. I know this year was a very slow year for my shop. I just didn't have any kind of inspiration. I just didn't feel like doing anything, and rather than put out an inferior product, I just kind of let it slide. So okay, so what else?
That should be it, because we don't know yet what we're making on Thursday. We haven't made up our minds yet. So
I feel like there's something we should be saying, but I can't remember what it is.
I can't think of anything we should be saying.
Right.
We don't have Zoom or anything, so that's not till the end of the month.
Oh, today is the 9th. We're going to be taking pictures off. You already have an extra day if you haven't taken the pictures off of anything that's 2023 or less. If you want your pictures, you have till whenever Ty and I delete those threads to get those pictures off, which it could be anywhere from, if you're watching it now, could have already been done. Okay, because I did put up warnings on the thread and in the little box down there. So please, you know, if you see this and they're still up and you want things, I'm assuming that you have stuff in files. Yeah. But we wanted to make sure that you got this warning for this, and yeah, that's about it for that. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, we want to thank all the people who commented, whether on YouTube or over at PHN. We did like everything. I think Taya commented on a couple of the comments. We'll try to get to them as soon as we can. We do read them. We do appreciate them, whether or not we had a chance to comment on a timely manner. So don't stop commenting. We really like that. We want to thank Wendy, Looney Hiker, Paula, Kara, Yarn Cave Dye Works, Joan, Dawn, Stephanie, Seems So Vintage, and Miss Didia? I'm not sure how you say that. So,
hi.
Wake up.
I'm awake now.
Okay, so thank you for your comments, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. These are the people I had when I got my show notes together.
And it sounds like Davina's getting ready.
Okay, so I want to wish you all a wonderful week full of knitting and crocheting and paper crafting, whatever it is that makes your heart happy. Hopefully Ty will be more awake next week.
Well, I mean, we're lucky with this rain.
Well, we talked about doing it tomorrow.
Well, I did, and you said you wanted to do it today.
And then and then when you were falling asleep, I said we could do it tomorrow, and you said no.
Well,
so you're getting a sleepy episode. Sorry about that. We want to wish you all a blessed week full of all kinds of good things. We hope to see you again here for the Foot in the Woman Cave next week. This is there goes my show notes. I know, but I don't know what the episode is. 585, I think it is.
Yeah.
This is the Pen, Hook, and Needle podcast.
We can't go off one because it's wrong.
Episode 585, and that's a wrap.
Okay. Bye.
And if it's wrong, oh well.